Good afternoon and welcome to the MUG Master User Group. This is our 6th session today, and today's going to be a bit different than the typical sessions. We'll be taking you on a tour of our new dashboard and giving you an advanced sneak peek into what to expect, what's new, what's changed, and everything innovative that is InsideTrack. Our tour will be guided by InsideTrack Chief Tech Officer, Fran Moya. As you know, we're always working on development and expanding upon our dashboard features. As many of these new features come into play by suggestions, so please continue to send those our way. Fran?
Awesome. All right. Well, welcome everybody. I'm very excited to be here today. They usually don't let me talk that much. No, just kidding. Today is going to be a very different showcase, I think. And the main reason for it is because we're going to do something that is not that common. We're going to share, or at least not that common in software development. We're going to share part of an unfinished product, something we're working on right now. This has its pros and cons, so just keep in mind that what you're seeing is not a finished product, fully polished and totally finalized. I'm very excited about this, however, because I think it's an amazing opportunity to, show it to the world. And then hopefully gather a lot of feedback from all of you. Very looking forward to feedback and direction on how you guys and girls and men and women would like to finish, this product or see it finished. InsideTrack, just to give a little bit of an intro. When we initially started or created InsideTrack, it was purely a reporting tool. So the idea was, we were gathering a lot of data for our clients, and we wanted to have a system that you guys could access to get that data from. So it was a reporting tool. Eventually, we realized that we needed more, right? And then again, this came out of your feedback. So by listening to clients, we realized that we needed more. We needed something more interactive. A place where you could play with your data, see it in different ways, and that's where the dashboard, or how the dashboard came to be. Now, I know that in the last sessions, Tyler, I think mostly Tyler and some of our clients have shown you the application, shown you how it works, and how the dashboard works, or at least some of the tools in the dashboard works and all that. So I'm not going to go dive into that, but I think the next step for us, and what we thought the next step for this product is go one level higher. So start as a reporting tool, then an interactive dashboard, which we're calling BI dashboard as of today, and then we're thinking about one level higher. So we're trying to build a place where you can look at your business from one place. You can see your whole business, what's going on in every single thing that I need to keep track of that is important to me. And then also not only that you see that, but also act and interact with it as well. So I'm going to introduce you all what we're calling today. Again, nothing is final, but what we're calling today the daily insights. So let me walk you through it. So the idea here is that we have a tile for each area that we're managing, or you're managing through InsideTrack, or that you're using InsideTrack to manage in one way or another. So, for example, you can see your receiver inventory, RFPs, market pricing. What's the status of these different areas, right? And we're using a traffic light kind of color-coded trick over here. So it can be either red, yellow, or green. Red meaning like this needs your attention. Yellow meaning, yeah, it could be better. Green meaning this is golden, don't waste your time here today. So hopefully this is a tool that when it's all said and done, will help you decide what is that you need to focus today, or where do you need to focus your team, or whatever. So this is also customizable. So for example, right now, and I'll walk into this in a second, but we have 23 items with alerts, 22 out of stock, and this is showing red. If you didn't think that should be red, you can change the settings over here and say, you know what, let me know when this goes up to 30, and then for the time being, it'll show it to you in yellow. So it's also customizable Just wanted to show that I don't think that you should wait until you have 30 items out of stock to get a red flag. So I'll set it back to 5. Now, I'm going to dive into a couple of these, show you what the idea or the concept is. We're going to stay a little bit conceptual because obviously we haven't finished the tool yet, but hopefully you get it. You get what we're trying to build. So distributor inventory, I have 23 alerts, what's going on. You can dive in it, and now we're looking at a full screen. So hopefully in a way that actually allows you to work with it. There are 11 items out of stock at this location. I can dive into it. And I know you've seen the distributor inventory module already, so I'll just go through it very quickly. Lemonade is out of stock. So it just gives you a chance to manage a potential substitution, right? And I'm going to go back to that in a minute. So this is telling you now, okay, this item is out of stock. You buy it, and actually buy 16 cases every week average. So it's important to you, and it's going to affect all these locations, right, for those who manage multi-properties. So the system goes a step further and tries to recommend a substitution. Look, they don't have the 664, but they actually do have the 616. It might not be what you want, but at least, again, it gives you the tools to have a conversation with your sales rep and say, like, hey, I know you don't have this one. Do not send me a different brand. I prefer the smaller container, right? Or whatever conversation you need to do. And if we see it available at a different location that you buy from, we will show it here. That would be the exact same item, not a recommended substitution. Now, with that said, I don't think that, on my main screen, I want to track a full distributor inventory, right? It might be that you want to make sure that there are 5 items that you cannot live without and that you cannot afford a distributor substituting. So those would be the 5 items I would track here on the daily insights, and you can do that here. So I can type anything I want there. It's going to show you the list of products you're purchasing, save it, and then you're only going to be tracking those 5 items. When you're only tracking 5, 10 items across the whole distributor inventory, then this screen is going to make way more sense to you. Because if this is saying that something is out of stock, man, it's going to be something that matters, right? And so, boom, right here on a daily basis, you're going to come here. Hey, this is out of stock. What's going on? We're ordering tomorrow. We need to do something about it. The RFP, you've already seen the RFP module, I believe, but again, this is a summary, right? This is a summary of the whole thing. So here you have a summary of all your RFPs. There is one that went beyond the deadline and that hasn't been closed. 4 open, 1 canceled. So I can click on it and then dive into them. Okay, this is what's going on, what's happening with the one that the deadline went over. I can see that all the bids got submitted. I can see this is the best deal. Am I missing anything? Did I forget to do something with it? No, I just need to award it. Then you can award it and move on with your life, right? And then that one will disappear from here. Now you have 0 past the deadline. You're good. This is going to go back to green. I hope I'm not going too fast, but we'll have time for questions later, I think. So market pricing. So this is similar to the distributor inventory in the sense that you can choose what you want to track. So I can open it and say, okay, these are the 2 markets that I want to track. So then the screen in front will also only give you information. Oops, sorry, I'm playing with the Zoom. Only giving you information about these items, right? What's cool about this screen is that you build your own. So I mean, absolutely 100% customizable. You want to add a new item, you come here, add a new item. These are all the items we have available. I want to add apples. Now I'm tracking apples. I want to track apples. Again, something I'm buying, I can do it here. Now, I don't think I have enough good data here. This is a test environment to show you, but I mean, it looks exactly like this. So right over here, we're tracking the ring belly, which is bacon, against bacon regular fully cooked. So it's processed, right? So the prices are not gonna match, and that's fine. But I should see that my price is tracking with the market, right? So in red, you can see this is the market price. In blue, you can see the price I'm paying, and it's actually tracking with the market. I want to see a full screen. I click here, I can see a full screen. I want to go back in time. I click here, I can go back in time. We started tracking this product for this specific client in 2019. I want to focus on this spike. I can zoom in and focus on that spike. I'm done with that. I close it. I'm back to the main screen of the markets. If I want to see what's available, I can go to all markets, and you can either type here, like again, everything that we have is going to show up. So if I type rebate, this immediately filters to that. I can also export the whole list of available items into Excel if you want to see them that way for whatever reason, so that you know what's available. And we show you what's available. When was the last time there was the price was updated in our system, so that you know that it's actually up to date. And we also show you the trend within a week. So we're comparing the price from a week ago to the latest price that we have, and showing you how the price changed. Once I'm done managing my pricing, I close it. I'm back into the daily insights, right? And what's next? So what's next is this is a calendar that we built. I'm very proud of it. I think it's one of the shiniest things that we've built lately. But ideally, it's more than a sourcing calendar, because it also includes invoices. So the idea is, here you have high level what's going on. You have 2 contracts renewals approaching, 1 rebate renewal approaching, and 1 RFP deadline approaching. When you expand it, it's just a regular calendar, but you can see not only what you saw in the small tile. So this is, I have a contract Fabrical expiring on the 6th. You can click on it, it opens the contract, you can manage it from there. RFP, same thing, and same thing with rebates. You have a legend down here, so you know what each thing is. In green, rebates, red, contracts, RFPs, and invoices in yellow. But we also show you all your invoices, so we put them in a calendar based on invoice date. So if you ever wanted to find an invoice or look at something specific, you can say, all right, so on Friday the 2nd, we got 3 invoices. You can click on it. These are the 3 invoices. You can open a specific one and see, what is it that I purchased in that invoice, right? And this is, again, this is very new. I mean, so not finalized. This is not the final look. It's gonna be way more polished and potentially way more information. But yeah, so that's the idea. Manage your business from one screen. You can see some of the ideas we've had. So we want to put here a way to manage rebates directly. So the calendar is good to see everything that's going on, but if you wanted to focus solely on rebate management, here you can see solely rebate management. When you open it, we're going to have all the ones that need renewal, the ones that are active, history, ways for you to start the process of renewing them using the contract workflow or rebate workflow that you've already seen. Order guide compliance, how is my order guide changing over time? Are my prices going up, down? Are items being added, removed? We already have a widget on the BA dashboard, so you also might be familiarized with this. Data processing, I think, is important too. We want you to be on the driver's seat, right? So we want you to have peace of mind that we're processing all your data, that nothing is falling through the cracks or anything like that. So you can look here what's going on, how much data we process for you, what distributors are reporting data to us, in what volume. And I think it's a good way to, super high level, be able to identify if something drops for whatever reason, and we didn't catch it, which is unusual, but could happen. Purchasing alerts, these are very cool too. So these are fully customizable. You can create your own alerts. So if you want to create an alert based on price change for a specific item, for a specific distributor, manufacturer, category, on volume change, are we buying more or less? I want to know if all of a sudden any purchases of any product spikes over 50%. If a single purchase, I don't want anybody buying from this manufacturer because I have a deal with this other manufacturer, you can create an alert to be alerted about that. And so this is going to be where everything's going to show up. This tells you on a daily basis if you have new alerts and how many you have unread that you haven't looked at yet. Then you click on it, you're going to see all your alerts here. You can expand them and see exactly what invoices trigger those alerts. And you can go to settings, which is where you're going to manage your own alerts, create your own alerts, and tune them. Make sure that you're getting the information that you want. So, as to what's coming, I left these 3 blanks. I know that we want to build an auditing tile. So, we've been working to bring an auditing summary for those of you who are using InsideTrack auditing system services. We're building an auditing tile that's going to give you a clear vision of what's going on. This is what we found. This is how much we've recovered. This is what's pending. And it can be broken down by distributors, locations, however you want to, so that you also know what's going on. You always know what's going on. I know that we're going to build also most likely a GPO savings tile for those of you who are using our GPO services. Same thing, how much money am I expecting to receive from rebates? How much money am I saving out of the deviated pricing? So again, high level picture of that. And this one is blank. So what I thought, we have some ideas, but I didn't want to give all the ideas out. And I was hoping that hopefully, and it doesn't need to be right now, but that hopefully out of today's session, that all of you will, provide enough feedback. Send me emails. My email is frank.moya@insidetrackdata.com. Let me know, maybe what is it that you would like it to be. And by the way, we don't need to have 12 tiles. We're not limited to 12 tiles. These can keep growing and scrolling down. I think there is value into keeping it, at a manageable amount of widgets or tiles. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to get that, full, easy to look at view of the business. But this is it. This is what I had to show today.
Awesome. So obviously there's a lot of new features going on there, Fran, and our chat box is going off the hinge with questions I'm sure everybody's just dying to know. First off, I know everyone wants to know this. When will this be made available? And that's George from Utah would like to know.
Sure thing. So we're planning on releasing it in September, the end of September. I am actually open to, if somebody wants to volunteer to give early access to some people. Early access would probably be mid-August. But yeah, we're hoping to release the first version of this as soon as the end of September.
Okay, perfect. So, oops, sorry. So we also have a question in from Joe in California. Ask Fran if the calendar can have alerts added. This, in quotes, this day has an alert that needs attention. Is that possible?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we have another one in. Are you going to be getting into freight management at all? Will there be a freight management module?
Yeah, so that's a good point. So I didn't discuss, this is the product that where my focus is right now, because we're again trying to get it out in September, and I think it's gonna add a lot of value to our system. But we have obviously a broader roadmap than that. We're looking into freight. We're looking into incident management, so quality management, where you can actually open a case with a distributor if something that you received wasn't up to par or your expectations, or something was broken or bad or whatever, and then keep track of that incident until you decide that you've closed it with you received a satisfactory response from the distributor. We're also looking to listen to everybody. Again, what are your needs today? What do you think your needs are going to be tomorrow, and add that to our roadmap as well. But just to answer the question, yes, we're looking into freight management. We're looking into collaborating with some companies to bring it into InsideTrack as soon as possible.
Okay, we have another question in from Lindsay. Lindsay would like to know, how frequently are tiles updated?
So they are updated as the data gets updated, which is constantly. So our data is real-time data. This is mostly coming from summarized data that we have. So for example, your calendar, everything's gonna be updated at least daily, on a daily basis at least. There are some things like, your RFP deadlines, rebates, contract renewals are not gonna change on a minute basis. But for example, the distributor inventory, we update it every hour. In reality, we receive a file from every distributor at different times of the day. So, but what that means is that whenever we receive it, it'll be available at the latest an hour after we receive it. It's usually sooner than that.
Okay, it looks like we may have one more question coming in here. Doesn't look like we do. Okay, so thank you everyone for your questions. Obviously very informative to the whole audience out there. And of course, we just want to let everyone know again that this is being recorded. In the chat box, I put the link to our master user group blog on the InsideTrack webpage, where you can find not only today's session, but all sessions. So definitely go on there and check it out. And we will be on a hiatus for a few months, just an FYI, but we will be sending out an alert when, I believe, when the new websites or the new dashboards completely launch, right, Fran?
The same.
Very exciting times ahead. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. We hope you have a great week, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.